promise of pleasure behind closed doors. But what unfolded inside that quiet home became a nightmare no one could have imagined. Prosecutors say a 31-year-old mother who advertised fetish sessions online wrapped her client, Michael Dale, in plastic and duct tape. How will the victim's consent impact the trial? Jo-Anna, I'll begin with you. How does this issue of consent play in this case?
Hi, Benny. So consent is not a get out of jail free card. What we're going to see here is that this will be considered when it comes to the requisite mental state that she had. So you can't consent to a fatal injury. And here, the jury will be able to consider whether or not she was acting with the impression that this was a safe activity, that she didn't recognize how dangerous it was, and whether the prosecution is going to be able to establish that there was implied malice. So the consent will be relevant to that nature, but it doesn't take the crime itself off of the table. And I think what we're going to see the defense doing, and even the prosecution, is relying on expert testimony to establish what normal standard practices were for people engaged in this type of activity, and whether she went beyond kind of like negotiated terms within this type of role play.
Yeah, I think we've had some of those experts on our show previously on some other cases we've been covering.